Alright everybody, welcome to my driving video about this Audi A5 Cabriolet convertible prestige gorgeous car. Thanks for taking a look. Just giving you a quick glimpse on the outside of what we're going to drive right here, right now. We're going to drive it on some city streets and freeway streets. I'm thinking with the top pretty much almost always up. I think the wind might be a little too much for a recording, so wanted you to see how pretty the car was with the top down. It's a Monsoon gray metallic outside, 18-inch wheels, Milano perforated black leather upholstery on the inside. It's gorgeous. It's wonderful to drive, and we're going to demonstrate that right now. On my walk-around video, I talked about the seatbelt presenter. There it is. And as I mentioned, when you buckle, then the arm goes back. Audi calls that the seatbelt presenter. I love it. Encourages you to wear your seatbelt too. So here we go. I'm going to drive just a short distance with this top down, and then we'll put it up so you can see the operation of it going up as well. A fabulous car. If you want to see more detail about the inside, the outside, and everything else, I'm going to tell you a lot on here. But if you really want to see more detail, check out my walk around video about the car. It'll be on my channel right next to this one, like always. If you like what I do, give a thumbs up, ring the bell, subscribe to my channel. Certainly appreciate that. Leave your feedback, your thoughts, and your comments. Appreciate those as well. Now, I mentioned on the walk around video that I believe that this car doesn't beat you up with wind while driving, you know, at speeds less than freeway, I guess I would also say. So we'll drive just a little bit here with this top down, and then we're gonna put the top up for the rest of our drive. But what a fantastic all-wheel drive car that you can truly drive all year long because of it being all-wheel drive. It's Quattro. Audi has long ago perfected the all-wheel drive Quattro. So we're at 49 miles an hour, and you know, it's not that windy. I don't have long hair like a woman would, but you know, it's not all that windy. I think you could probably have a phone conversation with the top down at speeds of 50 or under. The microphone for the telephone, I believe, is actually integrated up here in the header panel. I'm pretty sure that's where it is. I'm not 100%, but I think so. It's a great car. Gets 30 miles to the gallon on the freeway, 20 miles to the gallon in the city. We will go out on the freeway after we put the top up here soon and shortly. It is a prestige trim, so it is loaded to the max. It drives like brand new. There's nothing negative I'm going to tell you about drivability on this one. I usually don't have any cars that I work with. Ooh, a lot cooler right there by all these trees. I don't usually have very many cars that I work with that have issues, but this car has none. Runs and drives perfect. Everything works. And it has brand new all-season tires. It has brand new brakes and rotors front and rear. It has a fresh full synthetic oil change and new catalytic converter, new oxygen sensors, and a new turbo. So lots and lots of new parts. It has been extremely well cared for through all of its history as well. I'm going to go right down this road, and then we're going to come back, and then we'll put that top up. It's really easy to drive. It's easy, smooth acceleration. Steering is butter smooth and soft. Very effortless drive. I mean, it really is. It's just a really comfortable car to drive. The seats are extremely comfortable. I really, really like the car. I like that it's an all-season convertible. I like that it's a 4-seat convertible. If you watch my walk-around video, you will see me talk about that it is enough room in the back rear seat for rear passengers to get in and actually be comfortable. So I very much think that, you know, it's a car that 4 adults could go comfortably to a dinner date or to the movies or to get ice cream. Maybe not to drive to Florida, but I really think you could be quite comfortable, you know, doing a lot of different things in this car. I mentioned on the walk around video, it's not like a 911, you know, Porsche or other type convertible cars that have a back seat, but it's basically unusable. This car's back seat really is usable. It really is, and I demonstrated that by sitting back there in my other video, so take a look at that. See, I got the wave from that guy on the golf cart because even he liked the car. So, I didn't even plan to really do this much with the top down, but I thought, well, I could go that way, then I could go that way, and I could probably talk with the top down. So we'll pull over right here before we go back out on the main road, and I'm gonna appreciate getting some air conditioning because it's really hot and muggy today. And you'll get to see this top go up. Now, I'm not going to try to do this and record while putting the top up and down, but here's the button for the top. You can, I mentioned this on the walk around video, you can raise or lower the convertible top on this car, these models, while going under 30 miles per hour. So you can put that top up or down while traveling at 30 miles per hour. Isn't that insane? It sounds insane, but it proves how well built this top is and how strong the mechanisms are. Glass window in the rear. Now I'm going to pull this switch to put all 4 windows up at the same time. And now we have a delightful, quiet interior. Now, that's something else that I talked about on the walk around, right? Look at the headliner. Let me stop again. Look at the headliner. Beautiful material here and in great shape, and it has lights for nighttime right there, and it's just a nice thick insulated headliner that and cabriolet roof that, as you'll see when we drive this, you hear some road traffic from the outside, but it's not like cheap convertible cars. And I hate to dog any car because I like all cars, but you know, like Chrysler Sebrings and Ford Mustangs, and you know, it's not like that. You know, they have a real thin vinyl top that's basically like the can of a sardine can, you know, but this isn't like that. This is the real deal. I mean, this top in the wintertime with snow and ice on it can withstand that kind of weight, and you know, driving in whatever road condition, it's so well insulated that it's quiet. So, I mean, listen, it's great. Now, I've driven it out on the freeway, and yeah, when you're next to a big truck, you know, with a lot of noise, you probably hear it a little more than you would in a car that had a fixed roof, so to speak. But for a convertible, this car has always done it for me because of all the versatility, all the functionality, and everything it literally brings to the table. Drives perfectly straight with the fresh alignment and the brand new tires, as I already mentioned. Brand new tires, brand new brakes and rotors, so we've got no braking issues. It's smooth and clean and nice. Oil is fresh and new, full synthetic. That's what these cars call for. We're gonna go a few more miles through the city here, and then we'll go out to the freeway for, you know, 4 or 5 miles down and 4 or 5 miles back. So stay with me and ride along. If, like I said, if you want to see more details about the car, then flip over to the other video and you'll see me walking around it, talking about it, showing all the details of how nice it is. It's just so much car for the money, you guys. I mean, you know, this is a 13 with 101,000 miles, right? It's a lot of car for the money. You know, even if you bought one that was 2009 or 10 with 150,000 miles, not in as good of condition as this, for, you know, less than $10,000, they're just a lot of car for the money compared to what they cost new. I wouldn't particularly recommend buying one that hasn't been well cared for, because, you know, the upkeep can be more on ones that haven't had a good life. But to that note, this car has had just 3 total owners, and the mileage averages 8,400 miles per year. So, you know, I would say that that's low mileage. The most recent owner had the car since 2019 with 62,000 miles until current. It was bought as a certified car back when it had 10,000 miles by the second owner. Has clean Carfax with no accidents or any issues like that. And the paint is just remarkable all the way around. It doesn't have a mark or a scratch or a door ding on the side. I mentioned in the walk around video it actually did have one small door ding near the left rear wheel, but I had it removed with paintless dent removal technology, and it's all gone. You'd never know it was there. If I didn't already mention, but I'll mention it again, 30 miles to the gallon on the freeway. I mean, you know, it really doesn't get much better than that unless you're driving an electric car, but then you're paying more for registration and you're paying a whole lot more for the car, I can promise that. Everything works on this car. Every feature, function, button, switch, air conditioning's freezing cold. I've got the cooled seat on right now on my hiney, and it feels really nice. So this car has heated seats, this car has cooled seats, and this car has what I call heated neck warmers. After we get to this light, I will show you. Listen to how solid it is over this somewhat rough road. There's not a squeak, there's not a rattle, there's not a weird sound. I mean, you've got some pavement sound from the road not being so smooth like the previous roads we drove on, but it's great overall. This pavement's a little nicer now. We're going towards the freeway. The heated neck warmer is right here in each of these front seats. See the vent? There's a button on the side of the seat, and when it's cold or cool, or you're driving it in the fall or the winter or whatever that you're cold, it blows hot air on your neck. Now, I joked around in the walk around video and I said on the Audi original window sticker that I'll try to show you at some point during this video when we get stopped somewhere at a light, Audi calls this the headroom heater. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's a neck warmer because it's blowing hot air straight onto your neck, but I guess maybe with the convertible top up like it is now, then it would provide heat for this area where your head and your neck is. So I guess it makes sense. But you know, got to make it sound fancy, I guess. Headroom heater. The seatbelt presenter is the seatbelt thing. I like these terms because I like to make fun of them. And this car does have what I call the windscreen. Audi calls it the wind blocker. Car does have the windscreen wind blocker. It goes back here over the rear seats. I showed it at the end of the walk around video, so if you're curious to see that, you can check that out. It's a screen that creates a 45 degree, covers the back seats basically, and then a straight up and down panel behind the heads of the front two passengers here. And you know, it's supposed to reduce the amount of wind that you get, like the tunnel effect. But like I said, I don't think this car is really exceptionally bad with wind to begin with, but that screen helps. So it has that. It's in the trunk right now. It has a nice zippered case that it folds into. Has all of the owner's manuals that are over here in the glove box. And yeah, Speaking of electric cars, that one couldn't drive, scratched up its door. We're getting close to the freeway here. We'll go out there on their freeway, and traffic shouldn't be too bad right now. The automatic headlights have kicked on because the navigation screen is dark, going into nighttime mode. It's getting a little dusk. This car has Audi adaptive lights because of being the Prestige package. If I didn't already say it, the Prestige package was $10,000 option. While we're at this light, I'll try to show you this here. So you can pause the video and look at this all you like, but there's the window sticker. So you can see there, Monsoon gray, black. So you can look for yourself, but look at all the huge options here. Bang & Olufsen sound system, Audi side assist, ventilated, heated front sport seats, perforated Milano leather upholstery. Look at the Prestige, almost $10,000, and then the total new price almost $60,000, basically $60,000. That's why I keep saying it's so much car for the money. It's almost insane. I mean, $60,000 car for now 20% of that, or even less if you buy one a little bit older than this, or with more miles, or in not as good of condition. But the other great thing is that it is a timeless design. The car doesn't look its age at all, because one that's a 2024, the last year that they made, I believe that's the last year that they made this car. That's either 24 or 25. I think it's 24. It doesn't matter. The ones that are basically almost new, they don't look hardly any different than this model. That they haven't changed much, so they really don't age. You know, it's like this right here. It's like a beautiful watch. They don't change much. They don't age. They're classically beautiful and timeless. Did you see the blind spot monitor come on when that van went by? So here we are, 67 miles per hour. Speed up a little more, 71. I like leaving the center display on the digital speedometer. It does do other things. You can do like that, where it shows the date and time and distance to empty and whatever, but I like it the other way. Like that, with the digital speed right there, and then you've got distance to empty still just below that, and your radio station that you're on up above. But anyway, 76 miles per hour, smooth as silk. There's not a shake, there's not a shimmy, there's nothing negative. As I said earlier, there is nothing negative to report. And look at 76 miles an hour, we're at under 2,000 RPMs. That's also part of why the fuel mileage is so good on the freeway. I mean, look at that. I could try to get us up to 80 here, but I bet it's barely going to be 2,000 even at 80. It just downshifted, shifted back up. There's 78. Get away from this van. 79. There's 80, and it's right at 2,000 RPMs. I mean, it's nice. You know, when I get in older cars sometimes, and you are driving along at 70, 75, and the tachometer's at 3,000 or 3,500 RPMs, and it's you know, you kind of forget how more newer, more modern cars that have more speeds to their transmissions provide a smoother, quieter ride, you know, for the drive. So, but listen to how quiet. I'm going to stop talking for a minute. I'm sorry. I like to talk. I like to educate everybody. I'll stop talking, but you listen to how quiet this car is. Now, it's not very windy outside, but you can hear how really nice this cabin is. It's really quiet. I mean, you could have a whispering conversation with the person sitting to my right if there was somebody there, and you'd be able to hear them. So I love that about this car. I really do. sounds and drives excellent. Also, in the service history, I don't think I already said that. I named off all the new parts earlier. I've said some of the things a few times, but also in the service history for this car, in recent times, the 65,000, 75,000, and 85,000 mile services were completed at an Audi dealership. And on top of that, at 70,000 miles, the car had new spark plugs, new ignition coils, and a new oil separator, which are all common maintenance-y things for these cars. That was all done at 70,000 miles. So, you know, I don't know how it gets a whole lot better than this. A great car, great condition, great history, great miles, many new parts, super clean and nice, turnkey, ready to drive and enjoy. You don't have to do anything. It's freshly cleaned. It's in great shape. And it's ready to go and enjoy. And yes, it even has a full tank of fuel. So you can hop right in and go wherever you like. While we're sitting at this red light, I'm going to read you something that I read in my walk-around video, because I like this, and I did not write this, but I found this online and I thought it was very true about this car. The 2013 Audi A5 has garnered strong customer satisfaction, with owners frequently praising its refined driving dynamics, sleek and timeless design, just like I just mentioned and referenced my watch, and exceptional build quality. With its turbocharged performance, luxurious interior finishes, and renowned Quattro all-wheel drive system, the A5 offers a perfect balance of sportiness and sophistication. Its intuitive tech features, impressive fuel efficiency, and premium feel make it a standout choice. Hold on, that's as much as my little brain can remember. We're almost at the end. A standout choice for drivers who value both performance and everyday comfort. And I thought that paragraph just really does sum up this car. That's how I feel. Maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree, but that's how I feel, so I wanted to incorporate it in my presentation about this beautiful car. We're gonna go back down the freeway the same way in which we came and do it all again. Like I said in the walk around, the leather on the steering wheel is smooth and nice. Everything works correctly on this car, just like it should. You know, this engine is only 211 horsepower, but this car has plenty of get up and go if it needs to. It accelerates easily and nicely. It's a smooth delivery of power. You know, this car really doesn't need to have, I mean, most people that buy a car like this aren't looking for, you know, it to be a race car in the first place, but you know, there was another version of this car called an S5 that has a 3-liter supercharged engine in it from the S4, and it's a great car as well. Same car, just more horsepower, more everything, and more, you know, with more engine comes more maintenance too. So this is a much more practical, economical, and sensible choice if you just want to have a nice 4-seat convertible that you can enjoy with your family and friends year round. If you're somehow just joining, isn't it unbelievable that you can put the top up or down on this car at speeds of 30 or less miles per hour? It just blows my mind. We can't do it right now because we're going 73, but it's just unbelievable that it can even do that. So smooth, so nice. There's the cruise control engaged. You can see the green cruise word appear there. Cruise control I just turned on and it works. I turn it off, but yeah, like I said, everything works like it should. Blindspot. What a wonderful drive and a wonderful riding car. Thanks everybody for looking and joining and riding along. Give a thumbs up if you like the video, ring the bell and subscribe to my channel. Leave your comments. I mentioned on the walk around video, if you own one of these and you want to share something with other folks, other people about it, and you have something to say, feel free to do that here. On the comments of my video, I like to see people use the comments to discuss things and talk about things and share ownership experience and things like that, so feel free to do that. And nothing makes me happier than when I have someone comment that my video was very helpful to them in educating them about the car and their quest to find one, you know, if they live in another state or another country or another continent, and they comment about my work here on videos, and I like that, and it makes me happy to be helpful to other people. This lady doesn't know where she's going, so now I just missed the light there because she's jerking around. So yeah, so always nice to be helpful and help people see them get what they want and what they like. I like nothing more than to see people buy cars that they will enjoy and take care of and that suit their lifestyle and all those things. So air conditioning is fantastic in this car. It's nice and cold, cooled seats, really nice touch. Keeps you feeling really good when it's, as it says there, 86 degrees, but right now it's more like 86, feels like about 96. So yeah, it's definitely warmer than that. I've shown you everything I think that I can and told you everything I think that I can, but I just kind of figure I'm still driving back the way I'm going, so I just kind of keep it rolling here for a minute. Great handling through those curves like that on the roundabouts. I mean, minimal body roll going through there, you know. And like I said early on in this video, I mean, the steering on this car is just effortless. I mean, it's It's just super, super, super easy and light. You know, firm and solid, but it's just a very easy to drive car. Smooth, quiet, nice, loaded with features, ready to drive. Like I said earlier when I named it all off, mechanically sound, well cared for, ready to drive, loaded, a lot of car for the money. It's a great car for the money. So I'm going to sign off right here. I appreciate everybody watching and your views and your comments and your subscriptions. So please feel free to leave a comment, and I thank you for all of your views and watching and anything you'd like to say. So peace. Until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.